Hello, I am Rachel Jones, the Adult Dog Foster Coordinator for Pima Animal Care Center, and I work to place our long-stay dogs and dogs in behavioral decline in foster homes so that they can decompress and we can glean that sweet, sweet marketing material that'll find them adopters. So I don't even know where to start with discussing why foster marketing is important, because to me foster and marketing should be completely synonymous. One of the biggest concerns I hear from people wanting to start a foster program or ramp up their foster program is, well, we send dogs to foster all the time and they just sit there. They haven't found foster to be beneficial in length of stay, and 9 times out of 10 it's because there's no marketing plan in place. When I first got here, I assumed everyone was like me, and foster marketing was the most exciting thing in the whole world because I was a caregiver that just loved writing and taking photos, and so that's what all I did, and I plastered it all over Facebook, and long-stay dogs would get adopted like that because I liked those things. A lot of caregivers don't like doing those things, so you need to help them, and that's where the marketing plan comes into place. Since we've started applying a structure to the way our dogs are marketed, we've seen an expedited length of stay for our long-stay blockheads who go to foster. Gary Petronik has been working with us to analyze our data, and this is verbatim from his most recent analysis. The foster care system had a beneficial effect on length of stay. The effect of going to foster and then returning was important. Dogs were adopted much faster after returning from foster than dogs adopted right out of the shelter without going to foster. And this is long-stay blockheads, not puppy that come of age, get altered, and then go up on the adoption floor. So by the end of last year, we had some stuff figured out. Now foster marketing is just a built-in expectation. The Dog Foster Online Orientation has a section dedicated specifically to marketing, just to get new fosters into the mindset of marketing their foster dog. And when they go out, they have access to a bunch of new resources. When they go out with a physical copy of our marketing manual. They go out with the link to our foster resource page, which has a digital copy of the foster marketing manual. It has adoption paperwork. It has tips for writing great bios, links to HeartSpeak, tips for taking great photos. And there's links to our foster and staff and volunteer Facebook pages where a lot of people collaborate and brainstorm on marketing ideas and help each other out, as well as just post great marketing material themselves while they're sharing with each other. That said, a lot of your fosters, if not most of them, will hate the idea of marketing their foster animal. Some of them may even be borderline combative about it because they hate writing and taking photos, and they can have all of the resources in the world and they're still not going to want to do it. So we have started automating some things that have helped with this immensely. When dogs go to foster, their online profiles are updated immediately. It just says email pac.foster@pima.gov to ask about me, so that when people are searching online for fosters, that dog isn't just lost in the wind. There's a point of contact if they want to ask about them. And then at the 1 week mark, there is a wonderful questionnaire that we have ripped straight out of the AMPA handbook that just asks questions like, look into this dog's eyes, what are they telling you? That paint a really amazing picture of what their foster animal is like. And it kind of gets them into that creative headspace, even if they're resistant to it. A lot of fosters don't think of themselves as creatives, but they love talking about their foster dog, and the questionnaire gives them a way to capitalize on that without feeling forced into writing a biography. And then when they email that biography back, oftentimes it's accompanied with photos, and we can just copy paste that questionnaire into that dog's shelter profile, which updates to Pet Harbor, Pet Finder, and Adopt a Pet. We also will schedule a Facebook post if there are some particularly cute photos, and oftentimes that's just enough to get an adopter's foot in the door. I would say a majority of our from foster adoptions come from either a Facebook post or just updating their shelter profile with that questionnaire and some cute photos. It's also important for us to maintain a Google spreadsheet of who has responded to the questionnaire, who has sent photos, and which dogs have had scheduled Facebook posts or not. That helps us a lot with who to nag going forward. This system has worked incredibly well for us, but since at PAC you can foster for any amount of time, and that is wonderful for all of our dogs, but many dogs will come back within a few days or a week because that's convenient for the foster. So it's important for us to capitalize on what we learn about that dog in foster while we have that time, even if they don't get adopted from foster. So when it's time for a dog to come back, We have our fosters schedule a foster return through acuityscheduling.com. We love them so much. I'll talk about Acuity with anyone all day. It's the best thing in the world. But we have a custom template that also asks a bunch of questions that we'll use to help market that dog. And when they fill that out to schedule their appointment, it sends me an automated email and I can just copy paste into their web profile. And then I will print out that questionnaire. I'll attach it to a kennel card with an updated photo if they sent that as well. And then I will put a foster prompt on the kennel card. It says, I am back from temporary foster care. Read the back of my kennel card to learn more about me. And that has had a huge impact on our length of stay for animals returning from foster. My favorite way to recruit fosters is to never shut up about fostering. It's not complicated, you just have to not shut up about it. We get walk-ins almost daily that just come from Facebook posts that weren't even a foster plea. Maybe it was we were marketing a dog in foster to adopters. They filled out the questionnaire, we posted it, and then at the bottom we say, email packed-up-foster@people.gov to ask about me, or sign up here to become a foster caregiver yourself. And sometimes people just see that, think that looks fun, I have time, I could foster for any length of time. Maybe I'll sign up, maybe I'll walk in tomorrow. We also have a wonderful communication specialist. Her name is Nikki Reck, and she has us in the media pretty much every other day, which is wonderful. We, especially during kitten season, we have walk-ins almost every day during kitten season, just because we're in the media. A lot of people aren't on Facebook, but they do read the newspaper, they do listen to the radio, they do follow kgun.com. So media partnerships have been really, really huge for our foster program as well. Talking about foster all the time online, on our social media, and in the news is pretty much what single-handedly built a foster culture in Pima County. You don't have to do anything crazy. You just have to really be excited about foster and not shut up about it.